yeah, I guess we're just gonna go along with her quest line. And then the bajillion other quests in the world that I haven't done yet. So this is Yamiko's quest. Yohei has run off to look for his boy. I have no idea where we are on the storyline. Perhaps you should take this opportunity to ask around a bit. Ask the villagers about Yohei and his brother. I don't remember what this is about. Which is bloody typical of me. Okay. We're going to Konda Village. I mean, not. Actually, we're close to the city, aren't we? I know this is Konda Village. Hi. I don't know what we're talking about. Nobuo. Nobuo?
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Kato, okay.
Oh, are you debt collectors?
Oh dear.
Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Enrolled a few disciples. Okay.
Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that.
Although we take any money you throw our way.
But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
These names are meaning nothing to me. Yohei and Shingo. Nope, I got nothing. And why is she with me? I don't know.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
The lack of commitment right there.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training.
Well, maybe it sounds like he didn't deserve the training.
In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, so he was lazy, didn't train, and then when he got kicked out, he's blaming the guy for not seeing his potential? Whether you had the potential or not, it's the fact is that you didn't use it.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day every day.
Jesus.
Some training regimen that is.
Sounds like an absolute fine specimen of man. Not.
Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Okay. Kenji. I don't know what the story's about, but Kenji, tell me the truth, buddy. I need many truths. Hi, buddy.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Do you know any other Kato brothers?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
Oh, hell no.
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
I don't know why, but sure.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were the one they defeated.
I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person.
So is there something magical about a sword that makes him become another whole person? I don't remember what the story's about, so I can only, get conjecture from the context.
The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really that strong?
For someone who never trained, I doubt it.
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
So the spirit, that is a great view of Inazuma City. So the spirit of the sword is inhabiting his body? I don't know.
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day.
God, lazy.
But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you.
Okay, I do vaguely recall that we're exorcists, yes.
I found my brother. He's at the waterfall. And I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
Okay, I have a vague recollection of this dude coming to the shrine and asking for her help. I kind of recall that. I kind of also don't at the same time. How far are we going? Quite a ways. Okay, it looks much further than I thought. Oh, good lord. Might be quicker to just go from the shrine. Oh, yeah, no. That. Just glide down. Hi. Bye. Alrighty. This way. Yum.
Look.
Oh, I probably just killed him because it wouldn't let me stop him from
Yohei's
falling.
brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild.
How does he breathe?
Hey, listen. He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it?
He sounds really crazed.
Can you feel the feeling of manliness?
Dear God.
Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help.
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up. And now he's coming this way.
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing.
Next thing you know, she just tosses salt at him.
Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
I don't know about his life hanging in the balance. Now he's no longer under the waterfall. He seems pretty fine to me.
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You clearly do, sir.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way. Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation.
Hasn't the other dude reached us by now? Did he stop approaching?
Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation.
Okay.
We made a wish.
Okay, I kind of remember that. From a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole personality changed too.
Why didn't you seek help right away?
Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword.
So you'd rather have a brother who was good with a sword, but not himself, than a brother who's himself and has no skills?
If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple.
True that.
So I was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
Honey, I think they're a package deal.
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes.
And what are you going to pay her?
Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
Well, your brother certainly did, lazy shithead.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
Okay, consider the salt tossed. That was the weirdest hand gesture for throwing salt ever. You can just salt bait it? What was that?
What is that?
Hi.
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Cool as a cucumber, this woman.
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
Where's the music? It's so silent.
We do nothing.
There's like not even background noise. There's no like wind rustling leaves. It's just quiet.
But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Be careful. I want to beat his butt. There goes Aether, like I said. Because the game sucks.
Barbados, guide us.
You're going to have to come inside here, sir. Inside, I say. Fine.
Power that ended Haishan!
You win. This. That was great! Excellent! Woo! What a rush!
You sound like Ito.
I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
I have a very rough idea.
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yohei? Yohei, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists.
You are welcome.
We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Can you actually put your efforts into, holding employment or learning skills instead of just bumming around all day? Idiots. You just want a quick fix and don't want to work hard for it.
Would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
A master of the sword, lots of strength and passion, but doesn't like tofu.
Ah! Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Yeah.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seems like it had the opposite effect.
What is this? Is this a hill chill over here? Just sleeping?
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
To where?
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree?
The incantation they use, the book of first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book. Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff. And loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Traveler?
No, I do agree. It does worry me a bit. If Miko says it's fine, we probably don't need to worry. I'm more curious about Miko's reaction.
You're right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely. But she doesn't seem to care about this book at all.
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
This is a very random place for you to have tracked us down to.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please, take a look.
You couldn't have waited for her to get back to the city?
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now.
When it affects their profits.
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis.
Define serious.
Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is.
I don't think that was the context they were thinking of when they defined the word intolerable, but sure, from your perspective, I'm sure it is.
I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
Oh dear. Rather ominous.
This our problem all of a sudden.
Yeah, I agree with her.
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war.
Wow, it escalated very quickly.
I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Okay, can do. I'm just gonna go buy a shrine to revive poor old Aether, and I'll be right there. There we go. He's looking a lot better now. Got some colour in his cheeks and all. Whoop. I got to land this time. It's a miracle.
All right, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely
Wrong.
wrong.
Yeah! Wait!
A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real.
Exactly.
In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
Yeah, because that's legal.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
So are you saying you just want a book on the market that has a similar trope? Or are you wanting to actually put a dangerous incantation in a book of your own?
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yai Miko wages war.
And that's great. But do you know how long it takes to write a novel? You can't just click your fingers and it's done. You gotta sit down and actually write the damn thing.
Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Wait, Miko, so you want us to write a novel?
Can I really do that?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. I have my ways. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Alrighty. So where are we going? Let's go find out what people like. What they're into at the moment. Hi, lovely fans. Or scare.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations.
Well, I mean, yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be a very good light novel, would it?
When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world.
Very true.
There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them.
But the only artists we know are not present.
The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
Okay. Kyoto?
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
Maybe they have. Who even wrote it, is my question.
The Yai Publishing House has held many
Nakanoshino.
writer submission events to date. The winner gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If you've got a good idea for a story, you definitely don't want to miss out.
What's the deadline? I don't think we're going to get it written in time. Tetsuo.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow-paced for me.
I kind of agree, Tetsuo.
By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page one. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yai Miko.
I will, just as soon as I know where this restaurant is. I don't... Who's Uyu Restaurant? I don't know which place this is. Have we been here before? I don't remember if we have. Oh, I was totally going towards her marker. Whoopsies. No. Yes, we have been here before.